One thing, I've been very excited to come to Columbia, South Carolina, because y'all have delicious food and portions that both feel generous and suspicious at the same time. You will order food here, and then they bring the food like, are y'all closing? Because this is quite a lot. I've been very excited to come. I love traveling. I traveled more last year than I ever have in my life, and I'm going to be traveling more this year than I did last year and everything. But one thing that I do worry about when I travel, one thing that is actually, it gives me pause every time I go to a new city. I worry about running into it, is bachelorette parties. I don't know if you're familiar with these bachelorette parties, but in case you're not, it's the one time a year or one time every several months, if you got a bunch of friends getting married, that these ladies will get together, and for one night they go out into the night and they behave like men. It is absolutely jarring. And you know it's jarring because it's no man's fantasy. There's no man that's been getting ready to go to the club is like, and I hope I ran into a bachelorette party tonight. It's like, you see those ladies, you duck into a store or something until they pass. You're not ready, all right? Because I know these women individually sweet, meek, tiny, librarians. And then they get together, they get all loud and horny and everything, saying stuff they would never say in their everyday life. Just give me the dick or I'll take it. Like, oh! Susan, what happened? And you can always tell they're coming a mile away because they're always making the same noise, that woo! Woo! Let me tell you about woo. Okay? Every party, no matter the function, every get together is supposed to have like a parabola of fun. Okay? You tell I don't get invited to a lot of parties, I said parabola of fun. It's true, right? You show up to the party, this is hopefully the least amount of fun you're having at the party. You just got there. You know? And maybe you're early or worse, on time. And so there's not that many people there yet. Maybe the food's not out, the music is going, but not loud. It'd be weird to dance by yourself and everything. So you wait for more people to get there. And as more people get there, it gets more fun. A few hours later, more people are there. There's people to talk to, people to dance with, the food just come out. Maybe there's drinks flowing and everything. And then you get to the peak. This is the best the party's gonna be. The most people have shown up, you're making the most memories. And then a few hours later, it's still good, but it's not as good as it was the peak, because some people have left. And then a few hours after that, you look around and enough people have left, and you're like, maybe I should go home too. Do you see how that worked? Woo doesn't have that. Woo is one consistent path of destruction. Because they all start off innocently enough. These bachelorette parties, these woos, they all start off sweet enough. Stacey's getting married. Woo! We're going out tonight. Woo! The Uber's here. Woo! We made it to the club. Woo! We're doing shots. Woo! Bianca got in a fight. Woo! They're asking us to leave. Woo! We're being arrested. Woo! Do you see how we never... I grew up in Louisiana, so I'm no stranger to New Orleans. And New Orleans is no stranger to a bachelorette party. A bachelorette party loves New Orleans, and New Orleans hates to see a bachelorette party come. One time, I was just turning the corner down the street when I was in New Orleans, and as I turned the corner, I see this little, itty-bitty, teeny tiny, little woman came here to me. I'm not a big man. Came here to me. But as I turned the corner, I see this woman jump up in the air, punch someone in the face, land, turn around, turn to her friends and go, whoa! Let's talk about what just happened. Because normally when you punch somebody in the face, it's because you're in a fight. So after you punch them in the face, you now back up either to keep fighting or be fought. Right? This woman didn't do that at all. She jumped up in the air, punched someone in the face, landed, turned around, left them behind. They're in her past now. Turned to her friends and went, whoa! It's insane behavior. It really is. One time I was going to meet my friends on the other side of Bourbon Street. That's all I needed to do. And I knew there was trouble up ahead because I heard them. Woo! I heard them. And so I knew that there was trouble up ahead. And so I did everything I was supposed to do. Eyes, front, arms down, walking with purpose. Right? Now these ladies, I heard them before I passed them, as I passed them, after I passed them. The entire time. And as I walk by, the little one, because it's always the little one turns to me and goes, "You're cute." Said it like that. Don't get me wrong, "You're cute" is a compliment. That's a nice thing to say. She said it like a threat. "You're cute" is sweet. You could make someone's whole day with "you're cute." She said more like an accusation. Because once again, I heard them before I passed them, as I passed them, after I passed them. And she had a different octave when she was talking to her friends, right? So as I'm walking up, when she's talking to her friends, she's all, and then as soon as I pass, she's like, "You're cute." Do you see the change? She said it like we were in prison together. And I was new. And I don't know what it is about these bachelorette parties. I don't know what it is about these ladies getting together, drinking out of these straws. You know exactly what straws I'm talking about. I don't know what it is about women getting together, drinking out of these straws that turns them into men with hard hats. Because you would think I had passed an entire construction crew the way she wasn't done with me yet. Because I did everything I was supposed to do. I didn't engage, I gave it nothing, eyes forward, arms down, walking with purpose, right? And then she broke off from her friend. She was like, What? You scared? You scared? Where you going? Man, I can make you giggle. I can't even begin to guess what that means. I told my friend who's been to prison, and he said, "Damn, that's what these bachelorette parties are right now, okay? They're past prison." You would hate to be a single man walking at night knowing there are bachelorette parties afoot, all right? You see those ladies, you duck into a store or something until they pass. All my friends getting married, getting engaged and stuff. And I can only speak to the experience that the dudes that I know are having. But they are under an immense amount of pressure. Because they're trying to propose, and they're trying to propose in a way that's creative, unique, sweet, very special, something that's never been done. But unfortunately, we have the internet. And so we know every way everyone's ever been proposed to since the beginning of time. So they have to figure out a way to ask somebody something that's never been done in the history of people asking people stuff. And they're letting it crumble. You know, they're like, "Oh, whatever I do, this is the story the person I proposed was going to be telling for the rest of our lives." You know, and I told them, "Look, just my 2 cents, but I think you're looking at it the wrong way. If you do something creative enough, if you do something sweet enough, something special for the two of you, you know, it's great for both of you. It's not just a story they'll tell, it's a story that you'll tell too. And if you do it wrong, everybody suffers." I'll give you an example. My friend went to a wedding, and at this wedding he met some of the other groomsmen. And the other groomsmen were part of this little, like, flying club. I don't really get it, but basically everybody in the club got a little plane, and they used it to go up in the air and look around and come back down. I could save you thousands of dollars right now and send you a screensaver, okay? Because let me be clear, they're not using their little plane to go somewhere else. They are going up in the air, looking around, going, "That's what I thought," and then coming down. Doesn't make sense to me. But one of the dudes in the little flying club is an actual pilot for a European airline. And he had his whole proposal planned out. top to bottom. Didn't need any help either. Didn't involve the flight attendant. Didn't ask the passengers for anything. He knew it. He knew it. Top to bottom what he was going to do, right? So basically, he was going to get a ticket for his girlfriend, and he was going to get a shift at the beginning of a long weekend, use it to fly them where they'd hang out over the weekend, and then he'd take a shift and use that to fly them back home, right? And so he buys her a ticket, she takes her seat, he gets in the cockpit, takes off with all the passengers, and he's doing all the normal pilot stuff I don't like. Like, stop giving me information like I have input. Stop telling me we're going to be flying altitude to 29,000 feet as if I can call over the flight attendant and be like, I'm so sorry, I don't fly anything less than 30,000, so. But sure enough, they take off just fine, then they get to cruising altitude, and then my man just goes for it. Comes over the system like,
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a gorgeous woman sitting in 23C, and over the past few years, I've had not just the pleasure, but the honor of getting to know her and fall in love with her. She's an incredible mother to her children. She's an absolute inspiration to me, and I hope she will make me the happiest man in the world by becoming my wife.
and this is how you tell he really thinking through. Because he's in the cockpit and the door is closed. So he doesn't know, like he can't hear. Like if you're gonna propose like that, you might as well call somebody, propose, and hang up. Because he has no idea what her reaction is. Other reason I feel like he didn't really think it through is that depending on the airline, 23C is an exit road. So there's always the possibility that she could have been switched for somebody more keen to open the door in an opening door situation. And so now some random man is sitting in 23C, confused as hell, just looking around like, I don't even have children. Or maybe she's not in her seat, not because she had switch seats with somebody, but this dude just did it when he felt like doing it. He didn't coordinate with the flight attendants or anything. So maybe in this moment, she's one of the only people on the plane in the bathroom. It's not he's sitting here proposing to an empty seat. Bathroom door finally opens, everybody leaning down the aisle to door still open, toilet freshly flushed. And so then a few minutes later, which is too long, there's a knock on the cockpit door, and he opens it up, and it's not her, it's the flight attendant. And the flight attendant goes up. She said y'all should talk when we land. And so now if you're any other passenger on the flight, you just sit there going, okay, all right, how will we land? Will it be fast? Will it be early, you know? In fact, she said she wanted to talk when they land. He might not land at all. He might keep us up here in a holding pattern to avoid an awkward conversation. So now, because you didn't think it through, everybody suffers, you know? Now, because you didn't think it through, it's terrible for everybody because he's still the pilot. Now he just got to come on making regular announcements the rest of the flight like he's not hurt. Man got to come on mid-flight like,
Folks, I've turned the fasten seatbelt sign back on because looks like they're going to be experiencing some unexpected
now because because you didn't think it through. Even the poor flight attendants got come on at the end of the flight like it's not horrifically awkward. They got come on end of the flight.
We're approaching our initial descent, so if you could go ahead and put your tray tables up and put your seat backs into the upright position. And he's a good man.
I will tell you though, to be honest with you, I don't know if there's anything that gives me more joy, that brings more light to my heart than when two people, doesn't matter who they are, when two people, you probably have this in your life, when two people who are the dumbest people that you know find each other and fall in love. It's one of the sweetest things in the entire world, okay? I don't even know what they do. I feel like they just get in a room and look at shiny stuff, but they are so deeply content. It's very sweet. I'm talking about somebody that says something so dumb to you, it makes you touch them. You know what I'm talking about. You've had somebody say something and you just instinctively was like, oh, buddy. Oh, but as if they were made of helium and you were the only thing that could keep them on solid ground. I'm talking about somebody that said something so dumb to you that it made you apologize. They said whatever they said, and then you went, I'm sorry, what? No, I would much rather it be my ears than your brain. I need you to repeat that. I need to be wrong. I knew two people when I was in high school.